Folks, I need you to come on in if you can. Come on in and take your seat if you can. I appreciate if you will come on in and take a seat if you can. I thank y'all for coming on and clicking on and staying on. Shout out to them ones that click on. And they watch me all the way to the end. Listen, I don't know how I'm going to structure this quite yet. So I'm just going to start recording. And I'm going to go through these notes because while I was sitting here, I was getting something very specific. I'm getting a very specific scenario, and I'm going to run it down because I feel like even though it's so specific, it's more than just one person. Okay. As you continue, let me get comfortable. As you continue down this pursuit, one thing that you got to learn about yourself is that it's easier for somebody to tell you your power, your superpower, your thing that you got over everybody than for you to just know. Okay? Some of you guys' powers, somebody can see it on you better than you could see it in yourself. And some of these powers that you have are very strong. And for some of you guys, you've been moving around this world a long time, not recognizing your power. See, when you have power of spirit, then you can go places and people won't sit beside you. When you got power of spirit, real power, you'll go to some places and people look at you strange. When you got real power of spirit, you'll go to some places and people going to talk about you and backbite you. And you're not going to know why. Some of you have went into situations intentionally trying to be nice, intentionally trying to make friends, intentionally trying to be a good person, and still because of the energy and the mantle and the oil that is carried on you, people push it away. And I know it because this phone and this microphone trying to go crazy. And here's the thing. If you're given an innate power to be a healer, you're going to be healing people everywhere you go, whether you laying hands or not. If you're given power to be able to see things and see people and see through people and see through their analogies and see through their facades, if that's your quality, you're going to be able to be doing that without you even knowing. You don't know when sometimes you say something smart like, I don't know about that. That don't sound right. And just you saying that one line crushes somebody's reality. Because everybody up until the point that you said that never saw that. And for a lot of you, you're trying to figure out where you went wrong, and you're not going to be able to figure out where you went wrong because the things that anger people and the things that incited people about you, you were doing without you even knowing it. You was seeing the future and you didn't know you was seeing the future. You was healing people and you didn't know you was healing people. You was motivating people and you didn't know you was motivating people. You was actually being an energy that was going to break a generational curse off of somebody else's family. I repeat, some of y'all was set up to be the energy that was going to break a generational curse off of someone else's family. Matter of fact, for some of you, this is what it's all about. somebody was mishandled as a child. They was mishandled as a child. I got it all here in the notes. I just wrote it down. They was mishandled as a child, maybe even fondled. My heart goes out to people that grew up like that. I'm just telling the story. And the people that were supposed to be there and say and get that person and stop that person and protect that person from that stuff happening to, they was either not there, or they was complicit, or they was a part of the act. And all these people's lives up until this point has been big cover-ups after cover-ups. It's been cover-up after cover-up after don't say that and don't say that. People was only getting into relationship this organization or whatever it is, they only allowed people in the organization that they could control and puppet around. That's the MO. And however you bumped into these people, whichever way, just your light was breaking strongholds off of the people that was in the group. And time was going to continue to go, and time was going to continue to reveal. And if it was going to reveal, and it was going to bring the entire organization down. Some of y'all don't understand why the attacks are so intense. The attacks are so intense because it was more at stake than just a person. It was more at stake than just a job. It was more at stake than that. You just saw that part. But behind there, it was more at stake. Some of y'all, if people kept on being around you and continued to grow, it was going to shed light on criminal activity, burglaries, robberies, murders, bank heists, credit card scams. Just your energy was about to bring light on the whole entire situation. And people said, wait a minute. No. This group got messy and they got nervous and they said, pull the plug. And that pull the plug probably showed up in mad different ways in your life. Some people tried to step on you. Some people tried to get you fired. Some people some people tried to ruin you. Some people tried to say they turned it back. Some people tried to call your name. Some people tried to talk you out of. Pull the plug. And you was left there with calamity, not knowing what's going on because the energy that triggered it was something you didn't even know you possessed. And it's like living your light and not understanding your light. You could kick over a bee's nest. This is something that you don't learn until older. But that is the mantle of being a chosen person. You can't actually never let your guard down. I know y'all don't want to hear that. But think about Jesus. How many breaks you think Jesus had? How many times you think Jesus laid down and said, whew. Not many. He had something to do on this earth. He can't even really rest like that. I always got to be vigilant. I always got to be on guard, especially around the things that are around my strengths and especially around my weaknesses. I'm going long, but y'all, I hope y'all get this, please. Please, Lord. And honestly, see, here's the thing that's really breaking, and it's breaking through the atmosphere. because these people didn't have really no identity, they was depending on you to change everything. You was the lifeline. And for some of y'all, people's attack and vengeance towards you and vitriol towards you and the slander and the things that they try to do towards you, for some of y'all, the attack was the cry for help. Surely, if I attack you and you come beat me up, you will save me in the beat up. You will save me from my generational curses just beating me up. You will save me from my generational curses just attacking me back. You will save me. You will just the energy of you coming and try to get me back would save me. So when they attacked you and when they came for you, it was a cry for help. In these people's minds, it was either we gonna kill them or they gonna save us. Some people put their life in your hands and didn't tell you. See, there's a reason why lifeguards wear a shirt. And you know how help is identified? The lifeguard don't jump down until they see somebody waving in distress. And somehow these people dress this situation up and dressed you up as a lifeguard. And they put you in a position of a lifeguard where it's your duty and responsibility to save them. But when they was drowning, they didn't cry. Matter of fact, as they drowning, they saying, "F you, lifeguard. You ain't nobody, lifeguard." And they drowned in. But they cussing the lifeguard. Because they feel like it's still, even though I'm cussing you, it's still your job to come down and save me. And the lifeguard said, "Man, nah, you ain't going to cuss me. You will stay down there and drown. You'll stay down there and drown cussing me." So, I don't know why God is telling me this like this, Lord, but it's for somebody. It's so long and so extensive. And here's the other thing. The people around them did not want this person to be saved. It was just like to be healed, to be changed, to be set free, to be unlocked. They knew I gotta do whatever I gotta do to the Big Boss Man Collective, because their life is unlocking people. And if this person get free, if these people get free, if this job get free, if this business get free, it's gonna shine a light on all the other misdeeds. And it's too many lives at stake. See, that's the thing. Unfortunately, you thought it was just a life. Behind there, it's mad lives at stake. It's mad crimes at stake. It's mad mess at stake. And that stuff is still going to be exposed, even if you don't do it. But that was the big concern. The big concern was you was going to do it. Lifeguard like, "Man, I ain't coming down there. Them people ain't." I don't even see it. People wanted your enemies to remain on the dark side. I saw this sentence, and when God gave it to me, I just wrote it. I'm reading directly off of my notes. These people wanted you to be the cornerstone to their recovery. And that's not your burden to bear. But they build you and they built you up as the cornerstone to recovery. Meaning, I'm going to put you here and I'm going to build everything off of you, but I'm going to stand on you. And so you saying kick rocks. Now people feel like they can never recover. You were supposed to be the cornerstone of recovery for some of these people. And it sent people in a fit. Your kick rock spirit sent people in a fit. And all the things that was the cornerstone and all of these generational things, it started rattling. The cage. I see in my spirit like shaking a bird cage, and all the birds just start going crazy. They don't know what to do anymore. And that's the power of the chosen one. You don't speak no word. And the word was God, and the word was with God. It's like I'm a believer of the word. I don't have to speak it. It is that is what it is. That's the end of the road. Like the whole thing was that everybody was trying to avoid showing their weakness. Man, I hear so much in my spirit, man, you was the biggest that they ever been around. The biggest. The biggest brain, the biggest energy, the biggest motion, the biggest vision, the biggest determination, the biggest heart, the biggest credibility, the biggest resume. The biggest. It was like something about this group. They either wanted to be the biggest, but they tried to get it off the back of the smallest. And because you didn't know who you were, you come walking in there being the biggest, but looking like the smallest. You came in being the biggest and acting like the smallest, behaving like the smallest, not walking in your divinity. And these people said, lunchtime, this a snack. We're going to demise. But like I said, it was good that we were afflicted, so we might learn the precepts.